For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Good afternoon and welcome to General Johnnie Wilson. It's 8th grade middle school basketball, the opening round of the LEL tournament. Second seeded Johnnie Wilson at 13-3, hosting Roxboro Middle School out of Cleveland Heights. The two teams have met twice this year, with Johnnie Wilson coming out on top both times. Caden Thomas will jump center for Wilson, number 35. Asaya Killian, 11. 23, DeAndre Marrero. Keon Grant, number 12. And 34, John Solomon, will start for the Titans of Johnnie Wilson.
Hey, well, we got a second, and you said this will keep you humble. After last night's buzzer beater, Cleveland Central Catholic that you called with Tim Alcorn, the Cavs' Tim Alcorn.
And you know what? This is just as much fun for me as that was for him.
It is. And actually, on our channel, I think our top 5 videos are all middle school.
Oh, I would have no doubt about that.
So they really love seeing them on TV20. Yeah. And this is our first chance to look at them. We had some scheduling issues. We couldn't cover it before. And then Scott Sherwood sent me an email and said, hey, I know you weren't able to, but our 8th graders are at home for the LEL playoffs. I'm like, oh, I'm there. So here we are. Thanks for, on short notice, Jay, coming out.
This is great, Joe. Not sure, I guess the scorers table, the Roxboro team a little late to the party today. And so things are just getting squared away, and we're set to go. Titans and Tigers. Johnnie Wilson in white. Al Ivy tosses it up. Asaya Killian controls it. Number 11. 12 is Grant. 34, Solomon. Killian. Grant down low. Up and good. A nice little lob pass there to Caden Thomas for the first 2 of the game. Pass thrown by Morona. Pressure, and Roxboro breaks it. Pull up 15-footer. No. Rebound tipped up. Controlled by Roxboro. Smacked out of bounds by Thomas. It'll be Roxboro's ball. They trail 2-0 in the opening minutes of the first quarter. They get it into 34 square. Up top to Samad. 5 is Item. Shot up and good. Samad, we're tied at 2. Killian into the forecourt on the right side. High post. Reversal pass taken away, and back comes Roxboro. Up top. Titans matched up. Killian comes down for the steal. Good anticipation there as the trap in the corner. Baseline, pitched underneath, knocked away, and out of bounds. Say it went off of Caden Thomas. Shoe tied, set to go. Gordon will control. Square, and bringing it ahead is Samad. Samad all the way to the baseline, pass underneath. And it's reversed, down low, up and good. Item 4-2. Lazy inbounds pass taken away. Killian knocks it back and gets it from a teammate, and here comes Grant. Grant lobs inside, shot up, no, fouled. Solomon's going to go to the line for 2 throws. I think the foul was on Gordon, number 2. Sight lines are a little different down this
Definitely. Definitely. Looks like it was not on the shot.
Okay, they are.
I thought it was, but
they're going to
call it on the floor.
Killian. Grant for 3, back rim, no. Whistle, jump ball. Some disagreement there from the Roxboro coach, but they'll get the ball. I think it was a pretty good call. When the ball was up high, you are allowed to rebound from behind. And Salmon was just that much taller that when he tied the ball up.
That's a call a lot of officials just automatically give if you rebound from behind. And you could actually do it without committing a foul.
Jeremiah Clark into the Titans lineup for Johnnie Wilson, number 15. Reversal against, there's a travel on the pressure as Samad turned up court and took off a little too early. The ball back to Lorain, trailing 4-2. And when I say Lorain, I mean the general Johnnie Wilson version. Into the backcourt for Grant. Killian down the lane, pass over, nice up. Now Solomon's going to get to shoot foul shots.
There we go.
Foul on number 2, Gordon. I believe that's his second. We've played 2 minutes and a tick here in the first quarter. We play 6-minute quarters. Little housekeeping going on at the scorer's table. Somebody squeezed their Diet Coke, I think. Salmon first one up wide to the right. He'll look to split the pair. Second shot up, that one straight and in. Salmon on the book with one, and it's 3-2. Whistle, sideline, the pass. Gordon was unable to save it without getting to the line. It'll go over to Lorain. Al Ivy will administer, and Marrero will inbound it to Grant. Salmon in the corner, skips it to Grant, but it's going to go to the scorer's table instead. Right idea. I think Grant was getting ready to start a cut as the pass was made. Pressure in the backcourt, ball ahead. Layup up, no. Rebound up, bottom of the rim. Marrero tosses it to no one. Layup there, down low. Turnaround shot up, partially blocked. Fought for. It'll be a jump ball again as Killian ties up one of the Tigers on the floor. Number 12 is Scarborough. And it will go to Lorain. DeAndre Marrero will inbound it. Quayon Grant. Back to Marrero. Back to Grant. Grant throws three. No. Rebound on the floor, controlled by Heights. Whistle, travel. Yes. Marrero was there as the ball handler turned and didn't get it on the ground before the feet got going. I think he wasn't surprised. Killian throws three, rim no. Rebound tipped out, and it'll stay with Lorain. Jeremiah Clark will inbound. Nope, now it'll be Marrero. DeAndre Marrero smacks the ball. Heights in a 2-3 zone. Into the corner to Clark, skips it. Grant, floater no, tipped up. Heights controls the rebound. Scarborough got the board. Got it ahead to Gordon, back to Scarborough. Skip it across, down the lane they come from the elbow, shot up and good by Samad. He's got 4. 6-3. Killian. Grant. Back to Killian. Titans trail 6-3. Nice interior passing, basket and foul from Jeremiah Clark. Nice pass by John Solomon there as Titans look to use the power they have inside. They have a decided height advantage.
Nice crowd here today. This is just the 8th grade game, and it's very vocal.
Yeah.
Very vocal. It's good to see school support, team support here.
So Titans trail 6-5, looking to tie it up here. Jeremiah Clark, the old-fashioned three-point play. Shot up, no, off the side of the rim. Run down by DeAndre Marrero. Titans look to take the lead. Killian down low. Salmon back out, shot up, and that's a 3-ball from Quayon Grant.
It was a 5-point play, Jay.
Yes, it was. 8-6. Nice possession. And taken away by Marrero. Had it poked away, but Killian controls, goes to the baseline, gets knocked to the turf for a travel. There's enough contact in these middle school games, and one of the hardest to officiate.
Yeah, both teams very physical.
There's a jump ball. It'll stay with Heights. Square will inbound. Substitute for Cleveland Heights, 23. Woodward into square, taken away, ball up by Grant, no, Killian, rebound takes it to the court. Jump ball, it'll go to Lorain. A little bit of preventive officiating there from Al Ivey, a long-time official in the Lorain area.
Want to get a handle on this one real quick?
Yeah. This is the third time these teams have played. And that's always, familiarity sometimes breeds contempt when there is competition involved.
That's right.
Ball knocked away from Killian. Marrero inbound on the sideline. Minute 56 to go. Killian throws 3, got it.
That's a way to answer.
Killian. And it's an 8-point run for Lorain. Taken away, out of bounds though. Nice effort from Jeremiah Clark. It'll stay with Roxboro. As we said, Johnnie Wilson, the 2 seed in this tournament. Lob in, that's going to be taken away. Down to Killian, jump shot up and in.
Nice pass.
Yes, it was. Again, sharing the basketball. And that was Marrero. The pressure, there's a whistle. That's going to be a travel. And the run grows to 10.
Is it a foul or a travel?
Marrero into the backcourt to Grant. Whistle, he traveled before.
Yep.
Got going a little. That's 3 or 4 times we've seen that already in the quarter where these youngsters know what they want to do, and the body starts before the ball.
A little hitch in the giddy up there.
Yeah. Inbounds, 15-footer up, no, rebound tipped out, controlled by Heights. Salmon whistle, another jump ball. Should be Roxboro's. But funny talking about all these jump balls and talking with Tim Alcorn last night. He said he was talking about how he had to get used to the arrow again because in the NBA they jump everything. But the skill level is such that there are very seldom tie-ups or jump balls. Shot up, no. Nice rebound there by Clark, and back comes Killian on the run, running right-hander, no. Rebound to Heights, and Woodard. Killian smacks it away. Woodard turns and brings it ahead, gets it across with 50 seconds to go. Killian takes it away on the floor with it. That's going to be, wish we'd have counted him, Joe.
I think that's about 8.
You know, and I'm laughing because when I started coaching back in the 80s, I coached JV girls basketball, and I honestly think the starting up of girls basketball programs is what caused them to look at this held ball rule because they were continual tie-ups. Substitutes for Lorain, Deshae Morales, number 24, number 5, Ceylon Jackson in. Waiting for Marrero to inbound. Lobs it across to Clark. Back to Marrero into the corner. Shot up. 3-ball, no. Rebound out. Killian 3-ball, no. Nice rebound fought for, held ball.
Another held ball. We'll call that 9.
It'll be Heights ball. Morales, the tie up for Lorain. Turner against the pressure. They've struggled with this. They get it across. And there is the open man. Whistle. There's a push. On the foul, 15. Jeremiah Clark. It'll be a common foul on the baseline with 22.8. Down low, shot up, no. Heights with a board, getting it outside. Fake, into the corner, 3 ball, nothing. Up and good for Square, 13-8. That stops the 10-0 run with 5-4. Shot up, Killian at the buzzer.
Buzzer beater.
Messiah Killian, 60. We've seen those, Joe.
Yes, we have.
We've played one at Johnnie Wilson. Titans 16, Roxboro 8. Back with second quarter action after this timeout.
Copy and paste. There's a lot of hidden dangers out there in cyberspace. Never put your personal information online unless you ask your parents and they say they inspire. Before you log on, don't be hasty. Please be smart with online safety. Stop and think before your connection. Use these steps for your protection. Online safety.
Stop. Think.
Connect.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Start of the second quarter, it'll be the Titans ball. Marrero gets the long inbound pass taken away by Square, but runs it back for the Titans. 16-8. Titans were down early, 6-3, but went on quite a run. 3 ball, nice rotation. That was a good-looking shot.
Got some shooters out there.
DeAndre Marrero. Heights against the pressure. They have trouble with this. Whistle. Foul is on 5, and that is Ceylon Jackson. His first, second on the team. I'm spoiled by the high school scoreboards, Joe.
I know.
Especially with the arrow.
Yes.
5.5 to go in the half. Whistle, contact, and see there was the perfect example of the decision-making of a middle school official. It looked like there might have been travel that would have been called in a JV or a varsity game to begin that possession, but was ignored. Killian again.
Wow.
Messiah Killian with 11 points, including 3 threes now, and it's 22-8. Swings it across to Turner. Back to Gordon. Gordon down all the way to the baseline. Layup under the glass, too far. Rebound controlled by Roxbury, and then a reaching in foul. And that's the second on Ceylon Jackson. Johnnie Wilson, coached by a long-time, very successful middle school coach and educator, Brian Pagan. Substitute Solomon's going to come back, replacing Clark for Wilson. It'll be in the corner to Roxboro. Solomon immediately got his hand on it, and it's controlled by Killian. No matter what the level, the ball finds good players, Joe.
That's right.
Grant down low. Too much traffic there, knocked out of bounds off of one of the Tigers. He trying to get it down to Solomon. Johnnie Wilson showed a strong inside game early, and since then they've hit 5 threes for their 22 points. That's a 4-pointer. That one might have been a bit deep by Killian. Heights controls the rebound. Gordon comes back across with it. Skips it over to Turner. In the corner, off of one of the Tigers, and out of bounds to Lorain. 4:39 to go first half, 22-9. Wilson on top. And Ceylon Jackson will inbound it to Quayon Grant. Quayon Jackson in the middle. Nice move, running right-hander up for Solomon, and he's got a hoop and 3 points, 24-8. Square gets it ahead. Woodard, nice bounce pass there, layup up and good.
Well done
by McCann. It was very nicely done, and that's exactly how you have to break the pressure. The Titans are committing everybody up in the top 2/3 of the court. Good ball movement there. Try to get down low. Grant comes back with it and whistle. Black. That's Gordon. I've got him for 3. But again, with no scoreboard and very hard to see signals. Substitutes for Lorain. Morero's back in to inbound the ball. Solomon down low along with 35, Caden Thomas, who's got the ball. Killian down the lane, 15-footer up. No. Solomon rebound. Fouled. 34. Square gets the foul. Solomon will go back to the line. You know, at every level of basketball, Joe, you're going to get a foul when you try to block a shot from the side like that.
Right.
You know, I used to tell my players, referees don't call fouls. Referee call things that look like fouls.
That's right.
And that, you know, that looked like a foul.
Mm-hmm.
Now, substitutes for Heights being waved back till the second of the 2 shots. First shot up, short. Now the subs can come. Samad and Scarborough back for Heights. It's Roxboro middle from Cleveland Heights and Johnnie Wilson middle from Lorain. You see Lorain Titans on the white uniforms and Heights across the black with gold lettering.
A lot of schools going to that one team with the high school.
Second shot up and good for the second time. Solomon splits the pair. He's got 4, 25-10, Lorain. Heights gets it ahead. Woodard all the way down, blocked.
Ooh, wow.
That was a good block there by Thomas. Out ahead, reverse layup up and good.
My.
By Quayon Grant. Whistle. White 35. Thomas gets the foul following the basket. Dwayne Davis signals the foul. Coach Pagan just looking for an explanation. Skip pass. That's the right pass again. There's a nice down court pass. Killian's got a chippy up and in. Isaiah Killian's got 13, and it's 27-10. Poked from behind by Marrero. Back to Killian, and here comes Lorain. Grant tried to get it down low to Solomon, taken away. Back comes Heights. Samad trapped, gets it back up top. Running one-hander, a lot of contact there. Hand on the ball, forced the wild shot. Killian in the corner. Grant, 3 balls short. Rebound, run down. Grant has it. Killian going to throw another 3. Got it. Isaiah Killian's got 4 threes in the first half and 16 points. Grant takes it away. Nice move. Didn't use the glass. Killian in there fighting for the rebound, goes to the court. It's controlled by Heights. Here they come with Woodard. 3 ball on the way. Up, no. Morales. Just nice catch by Thomas. Killian. Oh, nice move. 3 ball, no. And Heights has it with Scarborough, and back they come with Samad. 2:10 to go, first half, 32-10. Lorain trailed early, 6-3. Since then, it's been lights out. Another 3 ball on its way. Knuckleballed up, no. Grant with a rebound. Tries to get it ahead. Nice catch by Killian in traffic. Morales Down low, up and good by Selman. He's got 6. 34-10. Whistle, timeout, Heights with 1:44 to go in the second quarter. And Lorain on top, 34-10.
I expected that timeout
a while
10
ago.
points ago.
Joe, you know, I obviously last night, we've referenced it a bunch, and if you haven't seen it on TV 20 and you weren't there live, I suggest you go to YouTube and look up, at the very least, the highlights from the Lorain and who did we play last night?
Cleveland Central
Catholic.
CCC.
CCC. Highlights from last night's game, which, you know, very honestly could be described as the best of times and the worst of times, because Lorain looked great in the odd-numbered quarters and scored 2 points in the second quarter, and then in the fourth quarter,
actually fourth and overtime, minus 4.1 seconds.
Scored 3 points all the way up until, with 4.1 seconds, they inbounded it trailing by 2, went the length of the court, and Aaron Whitehead hit a
memorable.
The shot heard round Lorain. I saw it described on Facebook today. There's a errant pass controlled by Clark and thrown ahead and back to Heights on the floor. Down quick for Morales. Morales up and got it. DeAndre Morales with 5. Whistle.
Yeah, Fox 8 emailed me and wanted to use in a news story, and they put it on their website.
Oh, really?
And 19 just used it. They didn't ask me.
Yeah. Are they the same company?
No.
They're not? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take the shot. Do it.
Heights works it around. 1:10 to go. 3 ball up and good.
Nice.
By Scarborough, number 12 on the board with 3. Back quickly, and Thomas up off the top of the square. No rebound to Heights. 32 Xavier Rivera into the Titan lineup. Whistle, travel. Back.
Yeah, somebody was teasing me. They said when you went to Fox 8, it had the first lead story was Trump impeachment, and right underneath it was Lorain High.
Cool.
So it was the second leading story on their website. It was kind of funny.
Back comes Heights, under 30 seconds in the second quarter. Turnover, Morales, 3-on-1. Nice pass over to Grant.
Very nice. Wow.
These guys know how to share the ball.
They sure
7
do.
for Quayon Grant. Whistle. Substitute came in. I think you had one of the Heights kids a little bit shaken up. 19 seconds to go in the half. 38-13, Lorain. Nice pass down court, up and in by Square. He's got 4. Back comes Grant for Lorain. Into the middle. Thomas tried to go down low. As the horn sounds, we've played 2 at Johnnie Wilson. 38 for the Titans, 15 for Roxboro. Back with more after this timeout.
Sergeant Michelle Garcia served meritoriously in Iraq and has the medals to prove it. Soon after leaving the Navy, Lieutenant Chris Scott found a job, a home, and started a family of his own. Corpsman Richard Stokely took the skills he learned in Vietnam and put them to good use as a paramedic. But soon after leaving the military, each of these veterans fell on hard times and faced homelessness. Even after Michelle lost all her savings, even after Chris wasn't able to pay his mortgage, and even after Richard battled alcoholism for years, they each reached out for help when they needed it most. A simple phone call put them in touch with a trained professional from the Department of Veterans Affairs. That call got Michelle a place to stay until she could afford one of her own, put Chris in touch with employment assistance, and found Richard a substance abuse program. These veterans are success stories not only for how they were able to help others while serving their country, but for how they were able to let others help them. If you know of or are a veteran in need, make the call.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy, I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big.
My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps him by, giving him another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home the brave.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Jay Ferguson, Joe Bach back here at Johnnie Wilson. The 8th grade Titans lead Roxboro Middle 38-15 in this first round game of the LEL 8th grade tournament. Johnnie Wilson comes in as the 2 seed, and they were led in the first half by Asaya Killian, who had 16 points, including 4 3-pointers.
Wow.
That's a lot of points in a 6-minute quarters. There's a double dribble as Killian controlled it, picked it up, and then dribbled it again. And, Joe, we talk about the difficulty of refereeing middle school. He's skilled enough to make that play, whereas another player, the official might not have called that.
Yeah.
And at 38-15, I don't have any issue with that. Heights will inbound it again near the old hash mark, top of the key. Into the backcourt, Gordon with the ball. He's guarded by Grant, 12, Killian, 11, 23, Marrero with the ball, lobs it ahead for Grant, taken away, knocked out of bounds by Scarborough for Cleveland Heights. For Johnnie Wilson, Killian had 16, 7 for Grant, including a 3-ball. Salmon had 6, 5 for Marrero, including a 3-ball. Lob pass there for Salmon, back outside to Grant, into the lane, floating 12-footer, no. Thomas up, no, off the side of the rim. Back comes Roxboro. 3-ball, up and true by Samad. He's now got 7 to lead Roxboro, 38-18. Roxboro started fast. There's a tie-up, and the held ball will go.
Yeah, they actually had the lead at one point, Jay.
6-3, and then the big kids got out of school.
Yep.
Marrero will trigger it. Down low, shot up by Salmon, gets it up again. Thomas, chip up in. Caden Thomas with 4, a stick back in each half. 40-18, Lorain. Down the lane, can't teach size. And Caden Thomas, it was a nice move down the lane by Item, but Thomas just too big for that and knocked it away. It'll be Heights ball. Outside Item. The Lorain's pressure, they've just figured out that they can cause some havoc by playing at a frenetic pace that they're used to, and Marrero comes the other way with it. All the way, skips it to Killian, who brings it back out, tries to get it in the middle to Salmon, knocked away. Gordon on the run, up and got it. 40-20. Killian down the side, into the middle, Thomas up and got it. Caden Thomas with 6. Back and forth we go, down the lane, Thomas blocked the shot. Foul called on him that will result in foul shots for Cleveland Heights. Well, we have not had a lot of, this will be the first free throws that Heights has attempted. Lorain has attempted 5, and 4 of them by Salmon. That first one around and out. Item with 2 points in the game in the first half. It was 16-8 at the end of one. Titans outscored them 22-7 in the second to go up 38-15. And now we are where we are in the third quarter with Lorain up 42-20. Marrero crosses it into the lane, skips it out to Grant. Whistle. There's a travel. Little contact there. Now timeout, and it appears as if again the preventive officiating, Dwayne Davis checking on one of the Heights players who got inadvertently bumped under the jaw. Pass inbounds, and here comes Gordon. Whoops. There's the travel where the young man got running before he put the ball on the ground, as you hear the fans saying. And it'll turn it over, 42-20. Grant. Corner. Marrero, 15-footer, back rim. Thomas up, no. That's a nice tip, though. He's got it again. Somebody did a pull-up on his arm. He's going to get 2 throws. Item got the foul. And to the line, Caden Thomas. Young man's got nice size. Watched him warming up earlier, and
he does.
His skill set is coming. That's a decent release, and he's now got 7. The bigger you are as a youngster, the harder the game is, because the defense is more apt to collapse, not fearing perhaps the outside shot as much. Those 2 throws look good, and he's got 6 in the quarter, 8 in the game. 44-20 taken away by Grant. He goes in, up, no. Samad. Grant again, up, no. Third time. Gets it back, decides Killian gets a shot. Whirlwinds it up and in. 18 for Asaya Killian. Back come the Tigers. Gordon with the ball, 46-20. Lorain on top halfway through the third quarter. Baseline drive, ball fake. Thomas he blocked that with his forearm, Joe. Jump ball, it'll go to, well, we decide the substitute coming in is 15, Jeremiah Clark, who had a basket in the first half. Quayon Grant to the bench with 7 points all in the first half. It'll stay with Roxboro. Gordon will inbound it with 2:49 to go. Nice pass down the lane, but Thomas, size conquers all. Ahead for Clark. He had trouble, saves it back in. Killian whistle, and he got bumped on the catch. It'll be a common foul. Item. It's the right call there. DeAndre Marrero will inbound it. Substitute for Roxboro. 23 Woodard back in. Marrero. Thomas. Whistle. He shuffled him. He shuffled him that time. I think Brian Pagan would have liked to seen him shoot that.
Yes.
Gordon. Smod. 3-ball. Good. His second 3-ball of the quarter. 10 points in the game now for him. 46-23. Marrero into the middle. Back out to Killian. Whistle. think they got Salmon for traveling. I think he was a little bit surprised with the pass, and his feet were still in motion when he caught it. 2:15 to go, third quarter, 46-23 Lorain. Down on the baseline, floater, no. Rebound, kicked back out. Up one, knocked away by Salmon. Thomas has it, and he's going to get tied up. And no matter the level, Joe, big guys, when they bring the ball down, get tied up by little guys.
That's right.
Minute 58, third quarter, 46-23. This is John Salmon. Gets it back to DeAndre Marrero, who brings it up against pressure. Thomas fumbled it, picked it back up. Whistle. There's the difference. There's the difference. When you keep the ball up, you get the foul. When you bring it down, you get the jump ball. Common foul on Roxboro. Killian. Thought about a pass and nobody was looking. Clark. Down low, Thomas, up, no. Killian high for the rebound. He got fouled. Foul was 23, Woodard. I think they called it a common foul. Minute 35 to go. This quarter hasn't had the pace that the first half had. Maybe the physicality and that's a nice inbound to Thomas when you're that much bigger than everybody. Floater from Killian, rim twice, no. Salmon, no. Thomas brought it back down, got it up and in. 8 in the quarter for Caden Thomas, 10 in the game, 48-23. Drive blocked by Thomas. They're going to call the foul. 2 throws. Thomas is going to get the foul, and to the line is Scarborough for Cleveland Heights. Titans with a substitute. Shea Morales. First throw up and just a little bit high. Minute 10 to go, third quarter. As Morales comes in, replacing Salmon. Second shot, glass, no. Rebound to Thomas, out to Killian. He'll bring it over the timeline with a minute left. Down the lane, pull up 10-footer, he got whacked. Scarborough is going to get the foul. He got his money's worth.
Yeah, he did.
Killian will go to the line. About the only thing he doesn't have on his resume today is a foul shot.
That's right, yep.
18 points in the game. 16 of them came in the first half, and many of those in the second quarter when the Titans scored 22, and for all intents and purposes put this game away by the half with a 23-point halftime lead.
4 threes in the first half.
Yep. Scarborough, or Roxboro's subs. Now that means somebody has to, okay, there's a young man going out. Player into the court. Turner for Heights. Second shot up and good. 20 points for Isaiah Killian. With a minute to go, 50-23. That's in the third quarter. Skip pass. Turner. Killian takes it away, picks it up, crosses over, pulls it back. Down the, Thomas couldn't control it. Nice move there, up off the glass. No, Thomas back up and in. Boy, was that smooth. Caden Thomas. Caden Thomas put it right back in, 52-23. Welfare check timeout here, I think.
I think somebody got poked in the eye, possibly.
Inadvertent. Woodard. Now we're set to go, 34.9 to go, and Heights will bring it up. Down the lane, back outside. Kicked ball by Killian, stopped the clock with 26 ticks to go in the third quarter. Titans by 29. They led by 8 at the end of one, 23 at the half. Whistle. They inbounded it to the wrong team as it was a kicked ball with 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. Item, nice move, up and in. He's got 4. 50 under Thomas. Marrero into the corner. Not ready for it was Morales, and it'll go off him and out of bounds with 6.9 to go in the third quarter. Down the lane, 17-footer. No, Thomas with the rebound, and that's it. See how he elevated the ball there,
yes.
Joe? 52-25, a palindromic lead for the Titans of 27. Back with fourth quarter after this timeout.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community while continuing their full-time careers or education to help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Back here at Johnny Wilson, Titans enjoying a 52-25 lead in the first round of the LEL playoffs against Roxboro Middle. 12, Quayon Grant. 30, let's get them all in. 32, Xavier Rivera, shot up, no. Stay with Roxboro. Number 30, Derek Morta. Number 5, Ceylon Jackson. And number 20, Brian Brooks on the court for Roxboro. Down the lane was Item, lost the ball, and now we'll have a jump ball, which will go over to the Titans as Morta was able to reach in and tie him up. Grant, back to Morta, but taken away, ball on the court. Here's our third jump ball in the first 21 seconds. It'll go back to Roxboro. They control it up top square. And back to Gordon. Gordon. You can see the fundamental soundness of some of these Johnny Wilson defenders. 20 white, they call the foul on Brooks. The way they move their feet defensively and the way they control the ball offensively. Whistle, that'll bring foul shots. White 12. You hear Dwayne Davis yell. Quayon Grant gets the foul. And to the line will be Cleveland Heights and young Mr. Gordon, who has 2 points in this half. His first shot up and good. It was gonna be a lane violation. As referee Davis now explaining to Jackson that once the player has the ball, you can't step in like that. Second shot up, also good. 4 points for Gordon. Ball knocked away on the inbound pressure. Now, Morta will have to inbound it there against the pressure, but now it's a spot violation. Gets it into Grant, who traveled with the basketball. 52-27. Turner to inbound for Heights. Square. Getting it over to Gordon. This is Turner. Whistle. Traveled with the basketball. Inbound Titans, whistle, and another travel. This time they got Xavier Rivera, one of the bigs for Lorain. Nobody came to get the ball from him. He didn't want to be dribbling it up the court. 4:58 to go in this one. Titans comfortably ahead by 25. It was 23 at the half. Out of bounds there. It'll go over to Lorain. The second half has just been about back and forth. Lorain did a lot of damage with the press in the first half. Now we see Heights pressing. Jackson brings it across down the sideline in front of the bench. Got the ball dribbled it out of bounds, and it'll go over to Roxboro. Here we go. Gordon. Down the lane, up, no. Back up, I think Rivera, they called the travel. The shuffling of the feet. And that's the difference I see in these two teams. I just think Lorain is that fundamentally much better than Roxboro. Head dribbling with the head up, always looking ahead, layup up and in.
Right there, perfect example.
Exactly. It was like, show me what you mean.
Right.
54-27. That was the first points for Xavier Rivera. It was well done. You've got some of these young guys that haven't scored yet. It'd be easy to be selfish, but they aren't. Whistle, basket and one for Scarborough.
Jay, with 4 minutes to go in the fourth and a 25-point lead, I think it's a foregone conclusion. General Johnnie's going to move on to the next round. Right. They will play at home on Friday. Now,
I think it's tomorrow.
No, I was told Friday.
Oh, Brian Pagan told me.
No, maybe they changed it. Scott Sherwood told me.
Okay.
But anyway, the championship then would be next week. This is the quarterfinals. The next game would be the semis. Now, if the one seed happens to lose, they would host, if they were to keep winning,
right,
they would host the championship. So we'll hope for that.
And it would be sweet if it were two Lorain teams. As the ball knocked away there off the leg of 24, Deshae Morales, it'll go to Cleveland Heights. I'm not sure, obviously it was picked up from TV. I'm not sure why they are rolling the ball. There was an over and back on the dribble. The clock is not a factor when you're down 24.
That's correct.
Inbounds to Jackson. Back to him. Grant. Three ball. Glass, no. Rebound to Heights, and they'll come back. Down the lane, whistle on the floor. 24 white, that fouls on Deshae Morales. It'll be a common foul. We're out of bounds to Roxboro. Gordon will inbound. Gets it out to Item, who throws three. Glass, no. Rebound on the ground, tied up. This one will go to Lorain. Derek Morta will inbound the ball. Gets it in and ahead to Rivera, who brings it, skips it. Off the hands of Morales, who was maybe looking at the basket instead of looking the ball into his hands.
He was thinking about the next thing he was going to do. Instead of concentrating on the first thing, which would have been to catch it.
Yep. So 3:12 to go in the ball game. Titans will move on to the second round of the tournament. It will be at home either Thursday or Friday.
And then the championship would be next week.
There's a running one-hander. No. Rebound batted around. Kicked ahead to Grant. Grant gets it across. There's a catch, but he traveled with the ball. Morales called for the walk as he shuffled the feet. And Dwayne Davis looks over at Coach Pagan, who says, no, I agree. I think with this big of a lead, I don't think Lorain is permitted by rule to press, which is why I'm wondering why the ball is being rolled. Whistle, out of bounds off of Lorain. Substitute for the Titans, Brian Brooks, number 20, back in, replacing Quayon Grant, who leaves with 7 points.
Yeah, I believe you're right, Jay. That rule went into effect several years ago.
So you can stand at the logo and catch the ball, and they can't do anything about it.
That's right.
And again, the purpose of rolling the ball is to advance it down the court without the clock started. But you can advance by being down the court. Rebound out of bounds. Mortar was the last to touch it. It'll stay with the Tigers. Into the corner. Baseline shot up short. Rebound volleyed around off the hands of Middleton for Cleveland Heights, and it'll go to the Titans with exactly 2 minutes to go in the contest. Morales will inbound into Jackson, down to Morta, skips it across to no one. Right idea. Spacing might have been a little bit off, and nobody was looking, so that's the first thing you got to do when you want to pass the ball is make sure whoever you're going to throw it to is looking at you. So they can't come till now. Three ball, no. Nice rebound there, up, he got fouled. Foul is going to be on Jackson, number 5. We've had a plethora of Jacksons in the last day or so.
Yes, we had 4 last night?
4 in the game at one time. Item. First shot up, no, back of the rim. Minute 42, 54-30. Second shot, Glass, no. Rebound, Morta with it, brings it ahead with the right hand, gets it across, skips it down low. Unable to handle it was Brooks, and it goes out of bounds. A lot of this quarter has been spent picking the ball up out of bounds, Joe.
You're right. Yeah, kind of a sloppy quarter, but it can be expected with the discrepancy on the scoreboard.
Right. Heights has struggled against pressure all day. The Titans are a little bit looser. Down the lane, running one-hander up and in. That was Item, who's got 6 points.
Yeah, 6.
Morta.
5:45, and the bank was open.
Knocked away on the floor. This is going to be a held ball. No, they squirted it on out of there like a rugby scrum. We're under a minute to go here, 54-32. 3 ball up, way short, as that was partially knocked away. No. Rebound up, in, and fouled. Pelini gets the basket. Foul on Morta, and Pelini will go to the line for one throw, his first points of the game. Shot up long, rebound, volleyed around, picked up by Morales. Gets it over to Jackson, ahead. Morta with it, 40 seconds to go. Jackson. 3 ball, rim, no. Brooks with a rebound, back out to Morta. Skips it across. There was a travel. Morales got moving again with the feet before the ball hit the ground, as Coach Pagan on the bench was demonstrating what he did exactly with 27 seconds to go in a 19-point Lorain lead. This is why Brian Pagan is such a good middle school coach. Not only, is he a great teacher of the fundamentals, he is also continually coaching his kids. Layup up and good by Ceylon Jackson. And with 12 seconds to go, Heights will bring it ahead, 56-34. Lorain's going to move to 14-3 on the year. And this is the third of those over Roxboro. On the run up, good, and fouled at the buzzer. 56-36 will be the final score. And as I said, the Titans of Johnnie Wilson will move to 14-3 on the season. They are the number 2 seed and still could. We'll host at least one more and possibly 2 more, depending on the results of the other quarterfinal. For the Titans, Xavier Rivera had a basket for 2, Jeremiah Clark a basket for 2, Ceylon Jackson a basket for 2. 5 points, DeAndre Marrero had a 3 and a 2 for 5 in the first half. 6 for John Salmon, 2 baskets, 2 free throws. 7 points for Quayon Grant, all in the first half, a 3 and a pair of 2s. Caden Thomas had 10 points, 12 points, 5 deuces and 2 of 2 at the line, and Asaya Killian had 4 threes, 3 2s, and 2 1s for 20 points to lead everybody in this one. The Titans of General Johnnie Wilson, 56, and Roxboro, 36. That'll do it from here. For Joe Bach, this is Jay Ferguson reminding everyone it is a great time to be a Titan.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.